Hi everybody, it's Derek with Life Changing Dinners. I'm going to be showing you guys one of our fast, healthy meals that we do. It's chicken veggie pesto. So I got a bunch of chicken over here that I diced up, and then a bunch of green vegetables and some cherry tomatoes. Whatever vegetable that you got, it tastes really good. And then our dressing is going to be a pesto and some feta. It's going to taste really good. So what I'm going to do, I preheated my electric skillet to 425. Alright, because we're going to be sauteing the chicken. So remember, when you cook meat, you don't have to be at medium, you can go at a higher temperature if you want. Alright, so I preheated our electric skillet. This is, I think, about 3 chicken thighs. And I just do that. Remember, made out of titanium, so you don't need to add the oil if you don't want to. If you want to, go right ahead. So you can saute this up. But I'm just going to put that in there. And you are a speed cooker. Like, you just want to eat. That's basically what I want to do. I just want to eat. I'll put the lid on, and it might start clicking, but I'll put the lid on, and I just want to, like, kind of use all that heat that we're using. So cook it up. So I'll be back in about a minute or 2.
A few minutes later.
Welcome back. So I just cooked my chicken up over here. And I just sauteed that around. And then normally what I would do is I would keep cooking, but I want to show the video, so I turned our electric skillet off. Just cook the meat up. Right, and then what we're going to be doing is we're going to add some of our vegetables. So I diced up my cherry tomatoes. So slice those up, obviously with my Saladmaster knife that cuts tomatoes. If your knife does not cut tomatoes, you want to call me. So I'm going to get some of that. Got some green beans that I already cut up too. And then I'll show you guys what I do with broccoli. So this is like fast, quick cooking. I'll use my machine. If you guys want to cut this up with your knife and just do all that stuff, you're more than welcome to. But I also just want to show you guys how to maximize your sauce if you have it out. So I'll get the number 3 cone here. Looks like this. 3 cone, like the French fry cone. And I'll put that on, and then I'll just pop it right up, right in there. And if you notice too, I'm rotating the broccoli around. If you guys ever you keep cutting and it doesn't feel like it's cutting anymore, you can just rotate it. You want like one of the pointy parts to be right over here, because this is where it cuts. This is where plastic meets metal. Because some people push down. It's not a down direction. It's at actually a 45-degree angle. That's where it really cuts. So if it stops cutting, just rotate it, and it adds a nice little crunch. All right, it's going all the way down to the stem too. That's where a lot of that nutrition is. So we're pretty close down to the bottom. So we're doing that, and then we're gonna add some kale in here. I know, people don't like kale, but it's really good. It's really good. And it's gonna taste like cheese and pesto. Just has like a nice crunch. So what I do is I kind of get my hand like in a circle, and I'll just pull it. So it looks like this. Something fun too, people don't really like it because it's very fibery, like kind of that roughage. So if you want to make a salad, if you we call it massage the kale, kind of break it down. Breaking it down so it's a lot softer, and it also, that color pops a lot too, so it's almost like having like spinach. So massaging the kale, cooking it down, makes it a little bit more palatable for, I think, for a lot of people. And if you guys see a lot of bags with a kale salad, it's a pre-made bag, I think the stems are very bitter. Well, I don't think, they're really bitter. So I like to remove that stuff off and just throw it in. So if you guys get those bags, I would probably recommend not getting, because one, they're not massaged, so it's really like fibery. That's what people don't like. And then also another part too is they have the stems, because what the machine does, it just chops it up, so it doesn't taste, I don't think, the best. Unless you love it. If you love it, go do it. But if you're trying it, those are kind of my tips. Okay, and we got some of this kale too. Circle, get it out. Looks like this. Nice little bundle of kale. That's actually really pretty. And then we're just gonna throw it in. Okay, and what we're gonna, I found some more green beans. And so what we're gonna do is medium, click, low now. Okay, so when I do go to medium with my electric skillet, that's gonna be at 325. And then I'll start clicking, and then we can turn it down to low. Ooh, actually, I wanna do another tip too. So if you know how to use your machine, awesome. If you need some tips and tricks with it, if you get a little bit of water, I always say put your lid at a 45-degree angle. And so the bigger the piece, the more water. The smaller the piece, less water because it's a smaller lid. So I put the lid at 45-degree angle, get some water in there, and then I'll add it in. What that does, it's gonna make this click a lot sooner, so we can turn it down to low a lot faster. All right, so put the 325. And then it will be about maybe, I like my veggies crunchy, so it'll probably take about maybe 3 or 5 minutes right after it starts clicking, 3 to 5 minutes. Most of your food that you do with chicken and vegetables or like ground beef and vegetables should be about 12 to 15 minutes cooking the entire time. I'm going to show you guys how we're going to cut the cheese. So if you guys ever get block cheese, you know that it's way cheaper, right, than buying like the pre-shredded stuff. Same thing goes with feta as well. So I just want to show you guys what I do. So we're going to use the number 3 cone here. Looks like this. 3 cone. Put it on here. Get your big block of feta like this. Alright, you're going to use your number 3 cone here and just cut it. So this is saving me about 50%, I think. Like this right here would be like in your small container, but it's the same price as buying this whole block. I think this block's about $8 or $9, but look how much cheese in those small ones are about $4 to $5, but just as much. And that's what we're talking about, save your pennies. Use your, and what I want to do is showing you guys how to use your Saladmaster machine so you can maximize your kitchen investment. And so this is just one of them. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. So here's my cheese, and we're gonna add some pesto in there, and we're just gonna mix it around town, and that is gonna be our lunch or our videographer's dinner. McKay Films. She's doing the videos, so if you guys want more info, just let me know. Alright guys, so it's clicking, so we're going to turn this down to low. On your electric skillet, it's going to be under 200 degrees. Okay, so as long as it's under 200, we get to save that nutrition, save that flavor. Alright, so it went down to 185. And it should stop clicking pretty soon. And I like my veggies crunchy again, so I'm just going to let it cook for about 2-3-ish a minute. And then we're going to have the pesto and some feta. So welcome back. So here is our delicious veggies. Look how pretty that looks too. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, and then we're just gonna give it a good mix if we want to. And then I want to add more cherry tomato so it looks more pretty. But anyways, what we're gonna be doing is some pesto. So I love getting at Costco. And by the way, you guys, these freeze really well. And for the price, it's really nice. I think it just tastes good too. But if you want to freeze them in a little jar, you totally can. It's about like $9-10, I think. And so we're gonna add as much pesto as you want. And I love pesto. And so I'm gonna add that much, I think. Alright, and then we're gonna add some feta in there. As much as your heart desires. Okay, about that much, I guess. And we're gonna give it like a nice mix. Look at all those colors. I think I'm gonna add some more cherry tomatoes so it looks prettier. Because that's what I like. Eating with your eyes, baby. Alright, but here's this. Tastes really good. You're gonna love it. Fast, healthy meals. And then imagine meal prep in this. And so you got some veggies in there with some protein in there. Tastes really good. And you got the cheesy goodness. And this tastes good cold too, so you don't need it always to be hot. Great dish. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. This is our chicken veggie pesto. I'm Derek with Like Kitty Dinners. Have a dinner with us. It'll change your life.